Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's good. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Robinson will throw. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Robinson looking to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They'll run the screen, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's good. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Power football with the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. Robinson will throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush, but man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Running it back, it's good. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Goes to the option. The pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
To the ground with the back. Oh, there's the ball! Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Great job by the...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Quick touch pass to the receiver. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Robinson looking to pass. Got his man quickly. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll go hurry up here. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They're going to throw it again. He caught it. Makes the catch and runs his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Tackled, but he has a first down. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
He wants to throw. Snags it over the middle.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Robinson will throw. Looking left. It's complete. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's going to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it.
Got it! Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Oh, what a cut! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Robinson looking to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Ann Arbor. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll open the second half with a run. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. It's reverse. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And wide receivers are doing this more and more in college football. You see them motion and shift all over the place. They give them the football a lot. Sometimes they use them as a decoy, but nice, positive game. But more importantly, defense understanding they're ready for it. Good stop.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Robinson will throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And a really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
The give to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Robinson looking to pass. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there, but does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defensive end understanding football? Understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He'll bring it back. It's good. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Going up top on first down. He's taking the shot. Breaks it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Power ahead. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air and getting the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Parks. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
You got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? Just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
Robinson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Comes out throwing on first down. He makes a grab. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They've got him pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Looking to move it through the air. Makes his connection.
What a play by the defense. I'll tell you, every time that guy gets the ball in space, the entire stadium holds their breath because of his game-changing speed. That is an outstanding job of an open field tackle in a 2-minute situation with the lead.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Robinson looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
And he's tackled at the 41. And that's a first.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. With the ball marked down at the 41, they'll need a big 58-yard field goal to try to save themselves. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They make the stop. The coverage team up to the challenge as they put a stop to the return and an end to the game.